Hi there, welcome back to Jayadmi. Today we are going to discuss about AWS EC2 instance creation on Windows and Linux platform. So in AWS we have both Windows, Linux and Mac. So Windows and Linux is a free version of instance we will get, and for Mac we need to pay uh, for hourly basis. That we will see in separate session, separate video. So before we create instances. So if you have any doubts how to create an account and how to what are the best practices, I have already made a videos and you can check it out. I will provide you the links in my description. So without any further delay, so we'll see this today's agenda. So once overview we'll see and what are the prerequisites, and step one we are going to launch one instance with the basic requirements, with the basic steps available on the default security group or VPCs. Step 2, connecting our instances. Both we will see Windows and Linux. Step 3 is cleaning up our instances. Why? Because we are not running any application. So we will terminate it after we create, after we learn this. So what are the next steps if you are keeping your instance like that without deleting? So what are the next steps? That also we'll see. So coming to the overview, so if you see in this diagram, so outer layer represents the AWS cloud. So inside that we have VPCs and multiple availability zones and security groups, root volume, EBS volume. These all we will see step by step. I can like what is the security group, what is the EBS volume, and what is EBS, what is availability zone, what are the regions, and all we'll see in coming videos. And so in this video, so we'll launch one EC2 instance very quickly, and it does not cover all the possible options which is available while creating the EC2 instance. So we'll jump into our AWS console. So simply type in Google, so AWS account login. So you will navigate to your console page where it will ask your root user password or IAM user. If you are a root user, then you will provide your username and password, then it will navigate to this page. This is like initial page it will open. So today we are going to launch EC2 instance. So first we will launch EC2 instance in Windows platform, and then we'll go with Linux one. So you just click on instances, or here also you can create, or else you can see here launch instance. Go here and click this one. So launch instance. So don't forget you use only one region where you are familiar, and don't go with multiple regions whenever you are launching. If you see here, Vision Linux AMI and Mac OS, these two are not a free one. And here we have already had enterprise one. There are different flavors in Linux, so that all we have here. So now we'll go with Windows, Microsoft Windows. Choose the AMI, Vision, Mission, Image. Here we have the all application. So if you see here, this is the one only available for free tier eligible. So if you launch this or other than any other instances apart from T2 Micro, you will get a charge. Even if you launch and terminate the instance, they will charge you on hourly basis. So next, configure instance details. So there are multiple EC2 instance types available, and all we will see in detailed report. So these are the default settings, like how many instances you need, number of instances, what are the purchases, the spot instances. So network option. This is the VPC where we need to our EC2 instance need to be installed. So I'm going with default VPC because I don't have any VPC created. So subnet. So if you give default, it will launch any one availability zone, or else you can choose any one your choice. Let us keep is default. So remaining all we can keep as a default options for now, and we'll click on add storage. By defaultly, Windows operating system come with 30 GB of EBS volume, EBS root volume. Okay? EBS is elastic block storage. So you choose this one, delete on termination, or else once you terminate your EC2 instance, even your EBS value will be available. So they will charge for EBS volume. So encryption, this part also we'll see later. For testing purpose, I don't record anything. So not encrypted. So next, add tags. This is very important. So I'll give name. What is the name here? Jaidemi Windows EC2 mission. So this tag applicable for both instances and values or any network interfaces. So I'm creating one security group. Select existing or create a new security group. So for now we'll go with default security group. Okay, review and launch. So just review what are the parameters we have just selected and launch the instance. So while launching your instance, keep in your mind you need to choose a key pair. Choose an existing key pair or create a new key pair or proceed without a key pair. So we'll go with create a new key pair. Key pair name I will give J Remy. So before launching, just download your key pair. Keep it secure. Don't lose your key pair. If you lose your key pair, you can't log into your instance. So launch instance. So launching the instance. So you can view the launch logs. So initiating launches, launching initiation is completed. So Windows instance is very slow. To come into status checks, here we have 2 by 2 status checks. That 2 by 2 checks, to pass the 2 by 2 checks pass, it will take minimum 5 minutes. But now that is not it is not the case with Linux instance. So just wait for this will comes into 2 by 2 health checks passed. If you see here, instance status check is passed. 2 by 2 checks is passed. Now to connect to our Windows instance, we must retrieve an initial administrator password and then specify the password when you connect to your instance using remote desktop. It takes a few minutes after our initial instance launch before this password is available. So you directly navigate here, just click on connect. So we'll go to the option RDP client. Just download the remote desktop file and get password. Download remote desktop file and get password. So here you can see here what is the key pair we used while launching our instance JDME. So I'll just browse my key pair from my downloads. This is the key pair I have used. Just open here and navigate to bottom and decrypt your password. So this is my password. Now I will log into my instance by using my RDP. So username is administrator for Windows machine. So connect. So always Windows machines will be little slow. If you see here, instance is not connected because of there is a problem with security group. So why? Because I have used my default security group. So what are the routes it is available under that I didn't verify it. So now I will navigate there and we will verify that. Click on your VPC console and from there you can navigate to your security groups. I have one default security group, that is this one. So if I see here inbound rules, okay, it is allowed to its internal only. So I'll just edit that a security group and I'll replace with this one with 0 dot like from anywhere. So I'll save the rules and I will trying to connect again. So I have allowed an source is anywhere, but keep in mind in real times this is the one we don't use. Apart from this, we will use whatever the source we need. So now EC2 instance machine is prompting for password. So we will provide my password over here, and I will log into my server. Yes, this is my instance. Yes. So if you see here, this is my EC2 instance ID. This is my public IP. So this is how your Windows instance will looks like in Amazon cloud. So we will verify whether the instance is having internet connectivity or not. Yes. So if you see here, it is reaching to internet as well. You can check AWS console. Okay. Yes, this is how we need to connect our EC2 instance by using Windows. So still now we saw how to create EC2 instance in Windows environment and how to connect to that instance. So after you create and you do whatever the things you need, just you need to clean up your instance. That is terminating your instance. So if you are running ideally, AWS will start charging. So you should clean by terminating the instance. If you want to do more with this one, so you can go ahead and do like, but important one is you need to understand terminating an instance effectively deletes all the data you have stored. You can't reconnect to an instance after you terminated the instance. If you launched an instance that is not within the AWS free tier, you will stop incurring charges for that instance as soon as the instance changes the shutting down or terminated. To keep your instance for later but incur charges, you can stop the instance now and then you can start by using start button here. Start. Once you stop the instance, the start instance is enabled. So go to that option if you want it. So to terminate here, you can come and you can terminate your instance. After you connect to your instance, if you want to try some other following exercises, like for monitoring purpose, CloudWatch alarms to notify any alarms like CPU utilization or any other alerts, then by using or else billing and cost management, that also you can enable. So you can create one more EBS volume and you can try to attach it to the EC2 instances. That are the steps we can do it in later guide, or else we can connect by using systems manager. So this session manager is there, that also we can see in future sessions. Without any further delay, we will just terminate our instance. So here terminate, navigate to the terminate, and whenever it prompts for terminate instance, choose this terminate button below. Then it will, once you do the terminate, it can't be undo. Here if you see here, the instance is terminated mode. So once the instance is terminated, it remains visible in console for a short while. You cannot remove this terminated instance from your console. So this is how you need to connect your instance. Even for Linux instance also same agenda. So we will go with uh, launching directly EC2 instance in Linux operating system here. Just refresh from here and choose here launch instance. This is the instance which we have terminated recently. It will disappear or later sometime. So launch instance here and choose Amazon Linux to AMI. Even if you see here also it is telling free tier eligible. Yes, whatever the free tier eligible AMI, you choose that one and you don't occur in any charges. So select this Amazon Linux to AMI and choose the free tier eligible one. Next, configure details. These are whatever the default settings is there that we will keep for now, and add storage and Linux instance. Amazon operating system is only 8 GB is root volume of EBS volume. So next, add tags. So give a name and name Linux EC2. So give the tags and so select an existing security group. So we will select existing security group where we have allowed all the traffic from all the sources. Just click on review and launch it. So while launching, you need to choose your keypad. So this time I'm going with choose an existing keypad. So key pair is same. We can go with a single key for multiple instances, multiple operating system as well. But make sure you are using different key for different servers for more security. So I'm going with my existing key pair and launching the instance. So now instance is launching. Let's navigate to the instances. So this is a Linux instance. So Linux instance is little faster than Windows. It will take only 1 or 2 minutes. Within the 2 minutes, our status checks will be passed. So until status checks will pass, we will see what are the details available here under this instance detail section. So this is the instance ID. And what is the state of instance? What is the instance type we launched? This is compute optimizer finding. So it will verifies the compute utilization of our instance and it will recommend us to save the compute utilization. So here we have IP address, public IP and private IPs with this DNS name, and elastic IP is not there. So what is the differences between elastic IP and public IP? We will see in networking session. This is my default VPC ID and subnet ID where I have launched my instance. IAM role also blank, so I didn't given any IAM role. So IAM role we will see later. So what are the instance details? If you see here, our base operating system is Amazon Linux and AMI ID, AMI name Amazon 2 version we have taken, and this is key pair. These details we need to verify whenever we want to lose your key pair. That time you can come here and you can verify this and all. That is the reason I am explaining. So who is the owner? Owner of this is my account ID. It is showing here. This is my account unique account ID. Okay. So just refresh this. If status text is passed, yes, see within 2 minutes it is passed. So now how we will connect to Linux instance from my Windows machine? So guys, this is something different we need to observe very clearly. So we have a PEM file and we are connecting to Linux instance by using PuTTY. For that one, if you see here in connect, we have options EC2 instance connect or session manager or SSH client. We will go with SSH client. So open SSH client. Look at your private key file. So in this case, I am going with PuTTY. So for that PuTTY, I need to use PuTTygen to convert my PEM file to PPK format. So I will first convert my existing PEM key into ppk key. So just load your key, existing your key. Just a moment, guys. In download section, get modified and type putty private key. Okay, so it is not showing because it is looking for ppk file. You need to choose alt files format. Then if you see here, this is the file I need to choose. Just open this. This is successfully imported my key. Now what I want to do, if you want to give passphrase, then go ahead and give it, but it is a suggested way. Assume if your key pair is someone is stolen, if you don't have any key passphrase, they will directly log in. If you have password for passphrase for your key file, then they can't log into your server. So best advice is go with passphrase, but this testing purpose we are not going. Just choose save private key. Yes, it is asking. Sorry guys, it is asking to save your passphrase. Without passphrase you want to save your private key. Yes, I want to save. So give a name for this. Me. So I give the name. So I save this. So I'll just close this one. I will open now. Simply open putty session here and navigate to SSH authentication. Browse. From browse you just need to go to your downloads, and this is the key we have converted into private key. So ppk extension, just open that and go to your session and give a host name, that is your public IP of our DNS name. This is the one we need to copy. So now I have copied and I'm giving my host name. This one fully qualified DNS name we can give. I mean DNS name we can give, or else we can go with IP address. Just open this. So yes, so login as. So if you use Amazon Linux or Red Hat or CentOS based operating system, use EC2 user as a your username. If you are using any other than this mentioned operating system, if you are using Ubuntu, you need to provide a username Ubuntu. So this is how you need to log into your EC2 Linux instance. So in the EC2 instance is very faster, and you can see, you can, yes, if you want to download any package, and if you want to download, let us assume I want to install Git. So it will install. This is very quick. Even I can verify whether the internet is there or not. Ping google.com. Yes, it is receiving. So all are fast. So now I can verify what is the available volume in my EBS, Elastic Block Storage. So if you see here, well, at the time of creation we saw 8 GB of total size whenever we are provisioning, and what are the AMI, the package, what are the binaries application requirements, it is taken 1.5 GB and 6.56 6.6 GB is still available for us. This is how we have to connect, and we have to create instance, and after that you need to log in by using this is a username. Even you can, if you want to switch to super user, you can do that as well. So Linux is very simple compared to Windows. The server also performance also very fast. So now what I will do, I'll just come out from here. Yes, I'll come out from here. Just I want to close my session and I want to navigate to my instances again. I don't want to continue further. then I will terminate my instance, or else I can go and verify what are the security features the network available, and I can even go to the monitoring and I can enable metrics like see what is the CPU utilization is available, status, if any status check failed then notify me. These metrics also we can enable for even for free tier eligible instances too. Okay. Yes, yeah, guys. So there is a lot to do with this EC2. This is very basic, very basic. Here we didn't cover anything. It is just to give an overview or how can we create our EC2 instances with free tier eligible from options from AWS. Just we saw there are a lot of options we need to see like network and what are the instance types and how what are the purchase models, what is the important for tags, and what are the EC2 instance limits, what contains AMI, how to attach EBS volume. These are all the things we will do again step by step further with very detailed explanation with theory and practical both we can see in part wise. And apart from this, uh, we can see how to troubleshoot if instance is not connecting, what are the different steps we need to follow to troubleshoot an instance, and what are the steps we need to choose if status checks is not passed, for 2 by 2 checks it is not passed. So these are the things we need to see in future. So if you have any doubts to create an EC2 instance in both the environments, either Windows or Linux, and you can buzz me. You can just comment it out, and I'll reply on that. And even though in future we can see how to create multiple EC2 instance by using manually. I mean by using console and as well as cloud formation, even from Terraform. How can we create? How can we attach it to the? How can we launch an application? How can we scale up and scale down? Everything we'll see. EC2 instance is main heart of our AWS cloud. So EC2 instance is a small concept to cover in a single video. Just I have given just overview how to procure your EC2 instance. If you see, you guys observe, this is these two instances we have covered within 10 minutes only. Windows instance we have launched within 5 minutes, and EC2 we have launched in 2 minutes. If you assume if you want to launch the same thing from your on-premise, so you need to get the approvals, you need to allow the you need to raise a multiple requests with your network team to allow the communication here and there. It will take a lot of time. So cloud is a best choice to do the any POC kind of things. So what are you waiting for? Let's create an account and just start your career in trending technology AWS and get very good roles in your upcoming career. Thank you guys. If you have any doubts, so feel free to comment your questions on the comment section. So I'll reply you. Thank you again. Thanks. Bye bye.